Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible. But it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
決まりだ。
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Mukuro's profile has been added to the truth bullets. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest that you pay attention. You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. I don't know why you deny that we're getting along. Yeah, Kyoko is my best friend, okay? I love Kyoko. I would die for her. No one else in here has been as nice to me as Kyoko has been. Except for when she tried to frame me for murder that one time, like, you know? Yeah, I mean, you almost did. True. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
つまりだ。
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Byakuya, do you understand affording things? Do you understand the the worth of $1? I'm confused. I'm so confused. You're not asking me how much a banana could cost, like $10, right? Like, true, we did almost die for a second time. Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch. Now I kind of want a whole bunch of like Arrested Development memes, but with Byakuya being like the clueless one. But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. Hey, Garrod, how's it going? Welcome in. I'll keep it in mind. Thanks. May I offer you a $12 egg in these trying times? Exactly. Ah, yes, the murder allegation stage. It's the best part of any friendship. You don't accuse your friends of murder constantly? I do still think, I know I'm pretty sure I'm wrong, but I do still think it would be very interesting if Aoi was the mastermind. Doge, welcome in. How's it going? Byakuya, I will introduce you to the dollar store food and force you to eat only that for a month. I mean, dollar store food is getting surprisingly good. Like, I'm shocked sometimes when I go in there and see what they have now. I think it's because the economy is shit, and so it's all people can afford. Oh, wait, why am I clicking on Byakuya again? Hey, Byakuya.
お前の相手をしている暇はない。
I don't have the time to waste on you right now. If you absolutely must talk, go do it at someone else. God, he's so blunt. It just makes you feel hopeless. Ooh, is that a clue? You feel hopeless. It's like with despair. No. I think I know what's actually going on because of internet spoilers. Yeah, not too many people left to be the bad guy, true. I honestly think he'd be okay with that, mostly because rich people don't get go to expensive places for dinners or something. True, that is a fact. You don't get rich by spending your money. Okay, so now, I remember I was pissy on Friday when I was playing this, because I wanted to look at all the things, and it was like, no, talk to Byakuya first. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about talking to Byakuya, let me look. Okay, papers on the floor. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. Wait, I did see this one. Has profiles on me and everyone I met in the beginning, and Mukuro. Just like us, Mukuro was apparently a new student here at Hope's Peak. Mukuro Ikusaba, part of the ultimate despair. Which means her and the mastermind should have been allies. But then, why would the mastermind kill her? Weren't they friends? I mean, sometimes friends just gotta kill each other. Sometimes that's what good friends do. It would be funny like this: ultimate lucky student, ultimate unlucky student. Coin toss every time. It's so true, bestie. Yeah. That's what good friends do. This bookshelf seems really well made, and it's filled with files and thick books. That's it? Really? There's nothing else? Okay. This room was much less exciting than I expected. There must not be anything else, or it wouldn't have let me leave the room. So we were kind of doing a lap, exploring all the places that were locked previously. So we had already looked at the Monokuma room and then been booted out. So that's done. We finished the headmaster's room. So I think now we're on 5th floor. We will start with the biolab and then maybe the dojo and the garden. The room looks so small for a headmaster's office in an enormous school. True. I mean, you don't really need that much space for an office. I mean, how many files could you possibly have, right? Okay, so we want the biolab. Where apparently it is WWE Raw happening in here. This is the most evil fucking biolab I've ever seen. Like, it is so... Why is it so blue? Also, is there, like, frost? Is this, like, a morgue? Is there frost on a bunch of morgue doors? It's so cold. Okay, I guess that is frost on the doors. It's, like, abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? Who the fuck puts the AC in the morgue to negative 60 degrees? Oh god, there's even frost on the monitor. Okay. I'm surprised the surveillance camera can work with how cold it is in here. There's no need for that ice, yeah. There are icicles hanging from the monitor. Okay, so we have whatever these are. It looks like Bristol boards for a class project. Interesting. 2 separate areas to interact with the morgue doors. Nine lights. There's a stack of tarps here. So many tarps in this game. I've been seeing a lot of these things lately. Exactly. It's like, there's been another murder. It's time to bust out the tarp collection again. Like, there's been so many tarps throughout this. Do you guys own tarps? Is this the thing? Am I just, like, woefully unprepared for life that I don't have a tarp collection? I think... Do I even have a single tarp? I did at one point. I don't know if I have it anymore. You could legit preserve a body with how cold this room is. Exactly, right? Like, who needs the morgue shelves when the entire place is a morgue? Does the monitor run hot enough to the condensation to cause the icicles? That's very interesting. If it does, they should probably think about upgrading. That doesn't seem very energy efficient. I mean, we have tarps for farming and camping. See, I don't do either of those activities. So, I mean, I have a car cover rather than a tarp. We do not have a car cover either. I mean, we had like a windshield cover type thing, but we found that because it has to hook like through the door into the vehicle, and it was letting water in, so it wasn't practical. You have 2 tarps. I'm just living the tarpless life here. I had one for picnics to put a blanket on top of, so that way I wouldn't get shit on the blanket. That was it. I have a few for business purposes, not bodies, usually. I mean, if they do double duty with a body, that's one thing, but their primary purpose isn't a body. Garrod, I'm slightly scared right now. Shouldn't there be 10 lights on? As in, been 10... Oh, fuck, you're right. Yeah, I guess the bodies that... God, it is a Monday morning. I didn't even think about the students that have died. Yeah, there's 9 in here. 9 lights, yeah. Or does Mondo not count since he's butter now? Yeah, he's just like in a small I can't believe it's not butter container in the cafeteria. Okay, let's check the desk. Oh, it's so cold. Why is it so cold in here? That's the first thing I need to figure out. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. He's never played, was it, Morgue Assistant, Autopsy Simulator, whatever the fuck that game's called. Just jab that knife in Maki's ribs. Yeah, Mondo, I would say my love, but not really. Mondo, my favorite. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. Assistant? Yeah. It's one of those things that if I hadn't watched the shit out of it for streams for other people, I would be very interested in playing it for the channel. But I've seen so much of it that I just don't know how fun I would actually find it. Mortuary assistant, yes, yes. But on the other side, there's some kind of weird machine or something built on the wall. I've seen something like this before. Oh, that's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean that this biolab is actually a morgue? I'm more concerned about before this school turned into like a death game hellhole. Why did, like, is this a change that they've made after? Or when the school was a functional Hope's Peak, did they have this in the biolab? I should probably take a closer look around. I've looked at everything. Unless there's something... Vanilla, really? Interesting. I got tired of chocolate. True, true. It can be a bit much sometimes. Mint and Dame? What's Dame? I haven't heard of that one. I guess we look at the table now. Chocolate mint, mint chocolate chip. Surprising number of mint chocolate chip fans in here. What the fuck is Dame? Why is everyone so excited about Dame? Explain. Tried matcha flavored ice cream once. Matcha is quite common for Japanese restaurants here, but I've had a very good matcha honey vanilla ice cream, and that was excellent. Mint chocolate chip is very good as well. I kind of want to make mint chocolate chip ice cream sandwiches, but like with brownies for the sandwich bits. It's a hard Swedish caramel chocolate. Ooh, interesting. French fries and vanilla ice cream. Yeah, the classic, like you're at a McDonald's and you're dunking your French fries in your milkshake kind of thing. Okay. Well, there's some kind of booklet here. It looks like an instruction manual. We offer you an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Look, I cannot help but be derailed by food, okay? It happens. It's gonna happen. Expect it now, expect it in the future. It is the common thread throughout my streams. That and Simpsons quotes. And pressing the wrong button. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know that the automated system is activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. I really don't like the phrasing of this. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is an instruction manual for the fridge? Okay, so nobody has red lights, so that's good. Maybe we check the fridges again? Okay, only the lights on the left are on. The right-hand lights are off. Well, looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. Sure, what's up, Doge? Undead classmates. It would be interesting if there was like a night phase in this game where all the corpses get up and you have to like run from them and hide. It'd be a cool murder if you just knock someone out and put them within their body so the new light turns on and they just freeze to death. That is a fantastic idea for that, yeah. It seems clear to me now. It was a makeshift morgue. And about those lights by each slot, it looks like it's set up so that way when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on, which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue, another one of the victims is... I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. So I think we're probably done with this room. We've talked to everything in it a couple of times. I think... Let's try exiting and see if it stops us. Okay, we're done with this room. Okay, let's check out the dojo. Hey, Toko. Oh, Toko, so this is where you were. Oh, what do you want? Am I so disgusting that you want me out of your sight? I literally just said hello to you. God damn, I don't know whether to smack you or give you a hug half the time. No, that's not it at all. I just thought that maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. Sure, Doge, who's your waifu? I didn't find anything. Not one single clue. Genocide show? You have interesting taste. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have to have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back. Give me back my precious... Admittedly, sometimes when I do something that doesn't pan out, I also have this reaction. Like, that movie was terrible. Give me back my precious time. Calm down, Toko. Don't... Yeah, true. Don't tell me to calm down, Makoto. I'm perfectly calm, Makoto. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? Yeah, Toko, actually, I have a pretty good idea. We're trapped in a school. We have to kill each other if we want to leave. You have a serial killer as an alternate personality. When everyone finds out, they're going to call me useless. Good for nothing. Nobody's going to say that. Master will... I mean, he would have said that anyway. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there's any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. I guess we check everything. We'll check the two... Oh, there's a camera. I'm like, there's got to be a camera in here somewhere. Why isn't anyone teasing Genocide Jack for nearly killing a girl? True. There definitely comes a point when you're in this sort of situation that there are no fucks given anymore, and teasing a serial killer seems like an absolutely valid way to spend an afternoon. Suit of armor is on display. It's extremely Japanese. Not just mildly Japanese. Okay. The cherry tree is in full bloom. There's nothing strange about that. I mean, it is kind of strange that there is a cherry tree in the school. Also, what time of year is it? Like, is it spring? Because the trees should not be in full bloom if it is not spring. I can totally imagine Sakura out here using this to train. There's a bunch of wooden lockers in here. We found a clue in here, but it was just the mastermind's attempt to frame Kyoko. We found a clue in here, but it was just the mastermind's attempt to frame Kyoko. So there's nothing... Nothing in here. Okay. So we did that, so now we're gonna check out the garden. Huh? Where's the body? Monokuma's already cleaned it up like an asshole. It's gone. Mokuro's body. It was a tricky question, but sure, yeah. It's not here? Okay, so we still have the sprinkler, the camera, the shed, the big flower, the chickens, the monitor, and the sprinkler controls to look at. Okay, let's start with the camera and screen. Oh god, we're still getting Monokuma coins? What the fuck? We haven't gotten one of those in a long time. Why do they even need all these monitors? A normal PA announcement would work just as well. Let's take a look at everything outside first, and then do the shed and the chicken coop, because they are inside. It's okay. We're witnesses, Colin. You'll be safe. Those nozzles poking out. Are those... Okay, so same thing. The Monokuma flower. Does it... Okay. Nothing. Sprinklers. A sprinkler control panel. Is set to turn on at 7:30 every morning, and Monokuma said the time positively couldn't be changed. Okay, well, so much for outside. Surprised there's not even a thing for where the body was. Maybe the body's inside the tool shed. I mean, it's probably in the morgue, Makoto. Did you count? I didn't find anything even close to a dead body. But if it's not in here either, then it must be... Could it be in the bio? Ah, yeah, now you're getting it, Makoto. But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. Oh, God, I kind of want to start things off like that. Just walk into a room, like, but corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. Oh, God. That tarp. A tarp played a key role in another case, so I'd better look into it. The tarp was the real killer. I like how everybody in chat is, like, looking at each other askance, like, are you the real killer? Imagine walking into a room and yelling, that tarp is under arrest! He killed my mama! Okay, so we still don't give a shit about the fertilizer. There's all different kinds of gardening tools. Is there anything that sticks out with them? No matter how hard I look, I don't see anything. It's that pickaxe. On the handle it says... Crazy diamond. Okay. The pickaxe is connected to Mondo somehow. Strange. It's that lawnmower. I don't think it's related to the case. We enjoy a slightly less creepy vibe. Exactly. So those flower pots, nothing seems out of the ordinary. I know he wants me to look at the tarp. I want to look at everything else. Okay, let's take a look at that tarp now. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? It's just 3 of Yasuhiro. It's like 3 of Yasuhiro. Just the one that's obsessed with ghosts, one that's never heard of ghosts before, and I don't know. You guys think about the third one. I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. It says biolab. Then this originally came from the biolab. I mean, it's not naturally occurring. It has to come from somewhere. Wait, what about the actual legal male characters? Oh, yes, and one is just somebody cosplaying Yasuhiro. I love that idea. You only need 3 Yasuhiros and a red button to destroy the world. Having the 3 Yasuhiros having to come to a consensus about whether to press the button or not would be very funny. Okay. Done with this? Yes. Time for the chimkins. No, they're all Yasuhiro cosplaying. That's all I really need to check here. I don't need to look at the chickens. Interesting. I'm gonna look at them anyway. There's still just 4 chickens left. Honestly, I'd be kind of terrified if there were more than that. Okay. So do we go back to the biolab then? Yeah, how could we not look at the chickens, right? One Yasuhiro will say that the button is a ghost. Okay, let's try going back to the biolab. Label the button as the ghost button, and I guarantee none of the Hero cosplayers will touch it. I guess it depends on how in character they are, right? One of these times I want there to be an army of chickens in the box. That would be terrifying. But also nice that there is a replenishing source of food. Okay, tarp pile. Didn't do anything. An army of cocks, Jesus. Some kind of weird, okay. So this didn't do it. Okay, so I'm not supposed to be here. Yeah, Buddy Star, I saw that reaction to the Omegaverse video. Yeah, Stancy has more than that for Omegaverse videos, and they are all fucking funny as hell. How old is Byakuya? They haven't said what grade they're in, but this is a high school, and high school in Japan is 10th through 12th grade. So like, what, 15 through 18-ish? Depending on what time of year their birthdays are. Fuck, so where am I supposed to go now? Oh, we have a note. We remember that shit. Places I am supposed to check. We've been to the headmaster's room, we've been to the biolab, we've been to the Monokuma door. Oh, the second floor dormitory area. I knew I was going to forget something. Okay, let's go check out the dormitory area. Here. Anime might not be canon to the game. They often aren't. The gate's open. We can finally check out of the second floor, check out the second floor of the dorms. Which means I have to do it. Oh shit. This is not what I expected. They're all in their 30s. They're all 400 years old. It looks like some ancient ruins. I mean, it doesn't look like some ancient ruins. It just looks like a bomb's gone off. Yeah, or it's more of a battlefield, like a bomb flew up here or something. Okay. There's an empty room and a locker room. We have bathrooms. It looks like all the other rooms... Oh, there's an entire area that's blocked off too because of the rubble. Headmaster's private room. Okay, what do we have to explore? This bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore. It's just garbage. There wasn't even a hint of the bathroom. So I didn't even read that line before I pressed the button. I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside, and immediately closed it again. Okay. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom. Just a big old pile of rubble. That's it. Not a lot to explore in here. It is interesting that there's the panels on the windows, but there's no cameras or monitors. It's this kind of like half-assedness of the preparation that I'm finding surprising. Also, normally there are things on the other sides of walls when they're broken. What the fuck? What is this void? This is the girls' bathroom. Even in a place like this, I can't bring myself to go in. Makoto, you are so pure. You are so pure. What the fuck? Did you guys see that eye of Horus there? The fuck? Interesting. Okay, nothing to interact with in here. I think Kyoto had to retake the year like 3 times. I think that's what he said. Okay. What was this room? The locker room. Okay. Locker room and then the headmaster's private room. I don't know why the wiki implementation... the wiki implement the character age. This room is filled with lockers, as locker rooms tend to be. It must have been for the Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. Well, they didn't take very good care of them. Anything up top? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Oh my god, so many fucking lockers she'll go through. Doesn't look like there's anything on the floor. Why are some of them paneled off, too? There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. I really want to know what's inside, but there's no way. I am very curious about the fact that Monokuma coins are still happening because we hadn't gotten any for a number of new areas that we had been in. So I'm like, okay, there's going to be no more dating phases because there's nothing to spend them on, so they're not giving them to us anymore. So it's curious that they're coming up again. I can't imagine any way to get this locker. I mean, this locker is pretty much open already. I'm not even going to bother trying. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean... Well, let's just give it a try. I took up my handbook and ran it across the card reader. Date Monokuma next? You shut your mouth. Never. Never. I have standards. Okay. And then... I imagine that it's not, like, a locker that's keyed to open with any passbook isn't a very secure locker. Like, I'm imagining that only a certain one will open it. No luck. Yeah, maybe only the locker's owner can open it. Who would have thought? It's a revolutionary concept. Which means none of us can do it. Okay, time to find a crowbar. Just go back to the tool shed. It'd be funny if you would open one of them, yeah. Okay, let's check this locker. I wonder if I can open this locker. I mean, logically, no, you shouldn't be able to. Nope, locked. It's a card, yes, we went through this with the other, we went through this with the other locker. Okay. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. No way to get in. It looks like this locker's already broken. Yeah. Ugh, this is gonna be like the same shit for each locker. Why make us go through this for like each fucking one? Ugh. Making me do this for each one. It's like there's gotta be some- actually, there doesn't have to be something in here. There is still the headmaster's room. Oh, we got the Monokuma coin. Yeah, if only these lockers were labeled, right? The frustrating thing is that I know, I realize now that there's going to be nothing in this room. This is just for Monokuma coins and in case we come back to this later. Padding out that runtime, yeah. Okay, so we're done with this room. Okay, so we continue. Oh, it's too bad I can't like really examine shit like this here. It's interesting that like that blood stain is kind of directly across from the Eye of Horus. Yeah, Makoto just hasn't learned how to read yet. Yeah. Okay. Cushy. Nice. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere.
So.
Yeah. It's like the time that I was trying to be like psych myself up and be like pumped about actually doing a thing. I'm like, yeah, I went and did some adult banking, and people are like, adult banking? What the fuck kind of I mean, like, grown up banking. It was safe for work. There was nothing weird. It was just grown up banking. It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko.
Eh.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. A regret? Amagia took town accountant. We're gonna... Nope. Nope. I know what that means. I understand things. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster. Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Oh, God. I'm just picturing, like, you know, the search result, like the search history on this. It's like waifu, like 16th student, like all of that. That's dangerous, yeah. We might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair. There's not much, though. Nothing we don't already know. The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy, which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people, whose driving force comes from despair. And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there? But I guess that's the ultimate despair is HR confirmed. Like, you know, it's just an HR department that everyone's just like, oh, fuck me. Like, seriously. I guess that's the best he could do as a complete kitty failure. A group, so there's infinite ultimate despairs. So the infinite student lurking in the shadows. It's just students all the way down. I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on. I see. That's a good outlook to have. The ultimate despair has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Admittedly, I probably should have talked to Byakuya again because we had a branching path in the conversation. No, he told us to fuck off. That's right. We couldn't talk to him again. A desk is home to a computer. There's something very childish about this. Like, the computer lives on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster. Oh my god, a chair? A leather chair. I can't imagine a student using something like this. It must have been the headmaster. Really? You can't imagine? Students tend to use whatever the fuck is there, you know? Like, an adult usually is the one who's making the purchases. Okay. I see a secret door there in the background. We talk to that first or Kyoko? Maybe we try talking to Kyoko again. Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. How could a student possibly sit in this adult chair? Don't be silly. It just wouldn't work, right? Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is this some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something? I mean, it could be a panic room. It could lead to that, that hatch that was in the Monokuma control room. Wow, a secret door in this school? Who would have thought? It's Mukuro Ikusaba all the way down, yeah. There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. It's a cool gap. I can feel a breeze coming. Oh, again, Mean Girls references. I need to rewatch that. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze. There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something? A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. Yeah, you just push on it. I saw a program on the PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up. But I don't have a clue what the password might be. All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right, that's not nearly enough to go on. Have you tried despair? I'm just saying, have you tried despair? Yeah, or Leon. I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. Yeah, password 123. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. Have you tried admin? When I think of how much time I wasted on this. It's the education system. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. Again, have you thought about just going and getting the pickaxe? I'm just saying, nobody's coming back here. You don't have to be subtle. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, then there's no way do I stand a chance. No. Wait. There might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of. Or something she didn't want to think of. Kyoko, it's your own name! Your dad Papa loved you! It's your name, Kyoko! For example. Yeah, what about your name? Oh, sorry. I was just trying to think of what the password might be. Papa! I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password. Oh, they do not get along. He gave her up, basically, because he didn't want to be a detective, which makes sense with context, but without context is hilarious. Are you to break into things now? Why not? Why not, right? Knowing her, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it, just to be sure?
そう
It's not like you need my permission. So her name is probably the password, as always in these stories, yeah? If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Oh, are you allowed to break? Oh, good point, Gerode. I forgot. You're right. You might not be able to actually pickaxe through there. Okay. Moody Lolia. Yeah. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, it might hurt Kyoko even more.
ね
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. Yeah, he should have just been like, I'm gonna try a few things, and sat down and typed in her name and then been like, yup, it was password 123. I already know that your guess is wrong. I think he might be right, Kyoko. Be prepared. In that case, here goes nothing. It's Kyoko 69420. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri, because, you know, her dad wanted to specify which Kyoko he was talking about. Blaze it, exactly. My hands were tense, slightly trembling as I finished typing it in. That was quite a dramatic sound for that door opening. What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked!
どうして
Why? Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Yeah. It's Kyoko, prepare yourself for some emotional devastation, where Papa has been playing the long game and has saved you, tried to save you all along. Kyoko. Oh, look, there's a fucking picture of him with baby her in the background. Hey, Kyoko? I may as well not even be in the room. I don't like that present. Yeah, it definitely has a little bit of, like, the cake is a lie vibe to it. I may as well have not even been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present. Wrapped and covered with such joy. Actually, I'm getting, like, original Batman movie Joker vibes from that. You're gonna open it up and there's just a cloud of gas in there, and I love that Joker. That's what made it so unusual. I feel nothing but loathing for you, Kyoko Kirigiri. That's the password. Oh, oh yeah. What's in the box? It's such a good movie. Okay, so we have the dresser itself, the picture frame, the box, and the desk. Okay. I feel like we do desk, dresser, talk to Kyoko, picture frame, and then present. I better check out the suspicious present before I do anything. Fuck you, game. Let me explore things in the order I want to. I hate you. I hate you. She was right. It was unusual, and she couldn't stop looking at it. No, not just looking. I'm glaring. Stay on track. Let me explore the unimportant things first. You know, I've been trained by games like this to make sure that I look at the unimportant things, because sometimes when you look at the important thing, the story just continues on, and I don't want to miss anything. And then this game is like, no, fuck you. You have to do these in the order that we want. Hey, you take that chunk away, okay? I'm being fine. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. Just poke it with a stick, okay? I mean, we can't not open it. Oh, okay.
苗木くん
Be careful, Makoto. Why? You think it's dangerous? I mean, everything in here is dangerous. No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably.
どうやら
If it's what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
とにかく
Just don't scream or anything, okay? What's in the box? Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Back blast is gonna be a beach, yeah. I was like, is it gonna be like, are we robots? Is it gonna be our own head in there or something? Is it gonna be a Monokuma head? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath and then took a hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. You know, that sneaky light. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. Human remains, yep. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined? I mean, Colin could have. I lay it on me, Doge.
なるほどね
Just as I thought. What? I would love if I could just leave that and be like, yeah, so the desk now? And Kyoko said, just as I thought. I have to find out what she meant by that. Yay, bones for Christmas. Admittedly, with my group of friends, that would go over very well. Not human, not real. But, you know, they love, like, mounted samples and stuff like that. Kyoko, it says on your dad's computer that the ultimate despair is Kudo? What does that mean? I mean, of course I could guess. I mean, Monokuma has done this kind of thing, true. I believe I noticed that the forehead of the skull was cracked, so it looks like somebody who maybe, you know, took a smack to the head. It was literally the opening of the game. Look, the opening of the game was 19 streams ago. You think I can remember that? What was in the box? It was wrapped up all nice, so I never would have had to guess what was inside. Human bones. Okay, I guess we talked to Kyoko. No, but I started playing last week, so I remember. That's very true. That's very true. Just as you thought. How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones.
違うわ
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. Yeah, that's Papa. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box. Step 1, put a dead guy in a box. Oh god, step 2, cut a hole in the box. No. No. That's... no. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box. My fault. My fault. Fuck. Oh, God. Huh? What about him?
そう
What you found in the box. Those bones. Yeah, see the skull, like the forehead crack? That body? That's my father. Yeah, torture porn is kind of like a subgenre of horror. So Saw, Hostel, help me out, guys. And any others that you can think of. It's basically where, like, it's not really scary. It's that there is just so much physical, like, ick from The Tomb Raider 2013. not, I haven't seen that, but I don't think so. Yeah, it's for I wouldn't even say it's for masochistic people. It's just like it's not really scary. There's just so much like physical torture and gore and stuff like that in it that's kind of like the main like thrust of the story and of the scare. So it's not, yeah, it's just gross out horror. It's not a, to me it's not like a very good genre. You're not really getting anything usually overly innovative or interesting. You know, you're just grossed out. Yeah, it's Saw, that being said, the first Saw is actually a decent movie. It hasn't aged particularly well, but there is interesting things happening in it. It doesn't fit with the rest of the series. It's a puzzle. You're kind of thinking about what's going on more. It's a better movie. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man that she's been searching for? The 16th student hidden somewhere in the school? Yeah, no, probably not for me. It's not a good genre. What if we called skeletons boners? I mean, I do definitely love some of the jokes about how like a boner used to be like a gaffe, like a mistake, you know? So seeing some of the old-timey usage sometimes can be quite funny. Okay, hold on. How can you know that for sure? How do you know that that's him? Given all the information we already have, that's the only possible answer. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned this all out. According to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now. Okay, polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 student participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of this killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume that most likely my father was in this school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption, anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or, no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. Which is why she never looked into the box herself, even though she had... Makoto, how did she have plenty of chances? She has literally never been in this room before. She did not figure out the password for the door. She had no chance. That literally just happened. I know Kyoko said that she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties. But was that all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing that there was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Hidden room present has been added to the... that is a name. Now, do we talk to Kyoko again? I think we just talked to her, didn't we? I feel like I shouldn't make pointless small talk right now. Oh, I can finally look at things. The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some sort of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
No.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you'd like. Are you sure? Never let anything get in the way of an investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. 50 years later, the first girlfriend in the anime is going to be a grandma. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Huh? Is this... It's an e-handbook, right? And it has a label on it that says, in case of emergency. I'd found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
つまり
A handbook with no limitations given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what that is. I think that you're probably right.
どうやら
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? But, Kyoko,
私は
I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I'll take it, I guess. Is it really okay? Headmaster's e-handbook has been added to the truth bullets. So that's going to get us into the lockers. Now the dresser. Filing cabinet. That is not a filing cabinet. It seems like the kind of place you'd find a clue. I should take a closer look. Yeah, full access, yeah. Behind the scenes. Backstage pass. But I don't think Kyoko would like some stranger to like me touching her dad's stuff. Makoto, just get the fuck over it. She's already said it's fine.
ね
Oh my god. I went through each drawer one by one, starting from the top. But all I found were piles and piles of unrelated documents. He was pretty dedicated to his job, huh?
さあ
It's just because he didn't have anything else. He could have inherited our family business, our legacy. Instead, he left it all behind.
もし
If he couldn't even handle a job like this, he would have been that much more of a failure. Kyoko, you are being very judgy right now, okay? Like, he could handle a job like this. He was doing fine until there was some sort of tragedy caused by outside sources. And also, like, you know, oh, like, Papa abandoned me. His life must have been so fucking empty without me in it. You know, he had to solace himself by throwing himself into work, which he was bad at. Like, she's very salty. Which, admittedly, you know, valid, but still. A principal of a school would be bloody tough, right? Unless you just don't give a shit. Anybody watch Abbott Elementary? That school is so fantastic. I'm just imagining that the headmaster is Ava now. I'm sure he couldn't stand the thought of that, and it made him desperate. Okay, picture frame. Huh? This picture. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko.
本当に
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet... to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing that the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
どうして
What? Why? I wanted to face him and tell him about myself. To cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And this time, he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Yeah, Kyoko, there are a lot worse dads out there. There are a lot of worse dads out there. Kyoko. Has a lot.
ね
Listen, Makoto? Can I ask you a favor? Of course you can ask me a favor. It doesn't mean I'm gonna grant it. A favor? What is it?
それは
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this, and I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but...
ね
Could you leave? Huh?
そう
Just for a little while. I'd like to be alone for a bit. Makoto, have you thought about getting the fuck out? Kyoko, don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
ちょっと
I need to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were going to say? Yeah, sure. What's up, Doge? So, if it's just a theory, and this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories, that picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through.
私は
That problem can't be so easily solved. You're right. I'm sorry.
とにかく
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. We're getting booted out of every goddamn room here. Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. Is she really okay? Kyoko. It must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. Then thank you. To find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt that the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster. They killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. The one leading hope. Oh man, this is just another like recap. Alter ego saying that like they think that the headmaster is the mastermind, is a man in his late 30s. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind. Which means the mastermind's true identity is someone. Okay. Told you this already. The stick scenes. Like, I feel like we've seen this clip like 8 times this stream. Yes, yes. The killer, like, it's only students involved in this. 16 since the beginning of the game. And 15 of us met in the main hall. Add in Mukuro to the mix and you get 16. And including me, only 6 of us are alive. Everyone else is dead. Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. So the ones still left alive are... me. Byakuya. Hiro. Toko. Aoi. And Kyoko. Yeah, Hiro somehow. Against all odds, Hiro. I say he's one of those people that, like, when you're watching Survivor or whatever back in the day, you know, that just, like floats under the radar and nobody realizes that he's still there until, like, you're fucking in, like, the last elimination round. Only those 6 people are still alive. And there's no question. Wait. No, that can't be. There just has to be. Is there anything worth... Or you're trying to find a certain game? I hope you find it. Is there anything worth, like... I guess we can take a look at shit again in here. Nothing different. I guess we just leave. I'm guessing when we leave here, someone's gonna come and talk to us, maybe? Oh, the locker room. Locker room. I remember items that I pick up. Okay, locker number 1. No, don't use yours. Use the other one. There we go. Okay, let's give it one more try. Why? Why? God damn it. I took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader and... Alright, just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we've got inside. I'm imagining like one of these lockers basically being like like this spring snake in a can of nuts. We open it up and just all this shit falls out at us. I had to load in the new text, yeah. I'm actually calling, I'm expecting all of them to open. We should be able to get into all of them. This does look like Kiros. You know, we have the Ofuda there on the inside of the door. We have a crystal ball and candles. This locker's totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. The wine bottle? Oh, there's a wine bottle? I don't see a wine bottle. Are you talking about like this back here? I think it might be a candle, not like the alcohol bottle. There's all kind of textbooks and notes stacked up in no particular order. And dust everywhere. I have to assume that whoever's stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. I'm trying to act as casual and natural as possible. I pick up one of the notebooks I saw. But the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. Ah, yep. That's Hiro's notebook. We've been in this school before. We were part of the class that was slaughtered before, possibly. No joke, the game is 5-star popular exact. Interesting. What? There's no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagakure. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes. Which would mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us. And we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So what is this notebook? Okay. Then whatever is here. Is the incense, maybe? Oh, a deck of playing cards. Okay. No, they're tarot cards. Wait. Aren't those used for telling fortunes? Why are you surprised? It's just a coincidence, right? They obviously wanted me to do this from top to bottom, and I'm like, nope, I'm gonna do this in the exact wrong order. This is a crystal ball. Huh? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. It loses some of the drama when you do this in the wrong order. Okay. Any additional... There's no denying that someone wrote the name Yasuhiro Hagakure in this notebook. Is that our Yasuhiro? Yeah, okay. I do wish, like, my one complaint for this game really is that I wish that there was a slightly different icon if there was new things to look at. Like, if you went over it, or even if it was, like, if this was grayed out instead of being blue when you hovered over something, so that way you don't have to click on something multiple times in order to, like, to see if there's any new. Okay, so is this Toko's? Looks like the locker opened up. It's just full of scissors. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Interesting. Did we pick the one locker that actually had some shit going on? Oh, oh. This thing is practically empty. It was like my locker the last year of high school. It was so far away from all of my classes, and we had so little travel time, I didn't use it. I just carried every book with me at all times. It's just one thing. Some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. But there's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I better take a look. You open it up and it's MJF's, and I feel like it would just say nerd, and that's it. And it's like, fuck you. Looks like a girl's handwriting. Something Kyoko would use, probably. I could see that. I could see that. And all the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Definitely feeling like Kyoko. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigy safe. You have failed. And to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, of our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. Final countdown just started playing in my head. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. Ooh, I'm not really liking the vibe here. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. Yeah, shout out to Daniel Bryan. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. Did you seriously flash back to something that was 30 seconds ago? Oh my god. What does this all mean? I think that was the fastest flashback in this game so far. I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind. Yeah, acute amnesia, exactly. Welcome back, Pumbloom! But when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy and disorganized and scrawled. Despair walks among us, and so we survive. Oh, no, you didn't let me read it. You son of a bitch. Okay, what is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Locker pocketbook has been added to the Truth Bullets section. I don't think that there's anything else here. We can back out. Oh, the more I see, the less sense it makes. Because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to the people here? A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro? A pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko? There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. And I have to believe in it. Believe it! Believe in everyone, Makoto! Oh, fuck. Okay, I think we have to check every one of these. Mr. Blister Peeler works very hard to peel those blisters, and you'll respect him in this household. Okay. Anything in this one? Nothing. Nothing. I didn't expect there to be anything in those. It seems like there's maybe one per bank, so there's probably going to be something in this one. I'll begin frantic saving arc. Thank you. Okay, we're going to find something in this one. Looks like the locker opened. Now let's see what we've got inside. Nothing. Interesting. Interesting. So, I don't think we missed any lockers. I'm pretty sure we checked all of them. Oh shit, we're done the investigation. This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. Yeah, there's no monitor. Yeah, you're right. There's no monitors in this area. The fuck? Maybe they didn't expect me to do this section last. Just another example of the fact that, like, the decisions that you make sometimes don't actually have any bearing in anything. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible. What? Now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious. There's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that, I said to go to the gym, right? Oh, hey, Hiro. Makoto! Why'd you act so surprised? Oh, no reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him. What did he say? Listen, I'm so sorry, but I gotta go. Hiro, wait. There was no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hiro? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? Yeah, I'm assuming that there's nothing important in here, that we were just here to have that interaction. It's like, oh, we gotta get the use out of this animation. We made this and we're gonna play this every time you walk into the gym. Hello, welcome, hello. Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. Okay, Oprah. The envelope. Yeah, I need to, every time where Monokuma is in the gym, we get the same animation. I fucking hate this Monokuma song, by the way. Ready for the final hint? It's in the... Yeah, I know. I just wanted to talk to you first. This must be the envelope. And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. Yeah, the Monokuma theme is pretty bad considering the rest of the music. You love this song, Pumbloom? What's wrong with you? I don't like it because it's kind of discordant, and I don't really enjoy hearing that sort of thing. Oh, what? Don't worry, just get on with it. You get a car! And all the dead students come out applauding. Yeah. Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. It makes Monokuma even more puntable. That's the only positive thing I can say. Like, it suits the character, don't get me wrong. It's kind of, like, irreverent and, like, weird for the setting. And again, the discordantness of it makes it a little unsettling. I just don't enjoy hearing it. What I found was a single photograph. Oh, I've used this for, I think that maybe I used this for my Friday Danganronpa social media post, because I use a buffer in order to set them all up ahead of time. I think this is the one that I have set up for Friday. Monokuma wants you to attack him so he can kill you. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Wait, oh, you're right. I didn't even notice that Makoto wasn't in this. There's something else that I noticed about it that I will mention after this is all done. I didn't even notice Mukuro Ikusaba being in there. Watch all of this be the ritual hazing that the ultimate lucky student has to go through because they aren't a real ultimate. Ooh, that would be unpleasant. Yeah, Taka covering Junko's face is the thing that I noticed. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Why don't you recognize her? You looked at the documentation that had a picture of Mukuro Ikusaba in it. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. There you go. There you go, Makoto. It took you a second, but you got there. That's right. When Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room, we looked at that file. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, the ultimate despair, hidden somewhere in the school. Then this girl is... What? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that. Just having everyone here posed like that is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. I mean, you're not. I mean, I guess you kind of are. Like, Aoi and Chihiro, okay, yeah. I'm like, you're not wearing matching uniforms, because the first people that I see here, like, I see Sakura, Junko, Hiro, Leon, Celeste. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about matching uniforms? I'm like, oh, wait, okay. I'm just looking at all the characters who are kind of out of uniform. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one who's not there. The picture is all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I mean, you could be the person taking the picture, Makoto. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me not to be in the picture. But what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other until they got here. But if this picture is real, then could that mean... Could it be everyone else? And just me? Everyone here except me is... How long are you going to keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet? You're kind of getting in the way standing there, you know? So, I mean, get out. It's the second time in like 5 minutes someone's just basically been like, hey, I notice you here in this room. Have you thought about getting the fuck out of it? But I told you, I'm not fielding any questions. What kind of mystery would this be if I gave away all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field. Oh, he's malfunctioning again. I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it. I think the photo is real, but a trap set up everyone against each other. Yeah, like I still maintain that this might be a simulation of some sort, that no one has actually really died. And that this is all kind of like a shared delusion type thing. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejectedly. Talk to Kyoko? How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looked so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? I mean, Photoshop does exist. Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly? That should clear all of this up. No, I have to clear all of this up. Okay, so now we find everybody and talk to them? Okay. So Aoi's in the dining hall. Big surprise. Doesn't look like anybody... Oh, this is the dormitory, second floor. Nobody is in the area by the gym. Okay. Byakuya's in the archive. Okay, Hiro is in the garden. Toko's in the bio lab. Where... Did I miss her? We didn't see where Kyoko was. Maybe we're supposed to talk to everybody but Kyoko? Yeah, I'm not seeing Kyoko on the map. Okay, we'll start with Aoi and work our way up. Yeah, wrong button. Hey, Ollie. How's it going? So this is where you've been hiding. Listen, I was hoping to talk to you. Makoto! Yeah, they're all fucking terrified because I'm not in that photo, so they're all just assuming that I'm the headmaster. I'm the mastermind. Sorry, gotta go. What? She ran off so fast I didn't even have time to ask her to stop. Hina, why won't you talk to me? Really, Makoto? You haven't been able to put that together? Well, or they have a different photo, each without themselves in it. I think that everybody's seeing the photo without me in it. That, I think, would be the best explanation as to why people don't want to talk to me. Because that's both Aoi and Hiro. Okay. Let's go chat with Byakuya. He's enough of, like, a rude jackass that he might actually just fucking tell us. Yeah, but we don't see them interacting with each other. True. Very true. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a face. Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya? I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Hey, Byakuya, wait. But of course he didn't. He just walked away. What the... Why was he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. Of course that guy's in his favorite room. Well, I mean, that's same with Aoi being in the cafeteria. And Hiro being in the garden. We'll try talking to Hiro again. Hey, Hiro. Makoto! What's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that. No, No! Sorry, but I'm in a big hurry. Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hiro? What's wrong? I still wasn't able to talk to him about the notebook I'd found. It was like he was avoiding me. Like he was afraid of me. Why? As much as I hate recommending Kodaka's work, I'm not finished with Lost Defense Academy, but I recommend it for the sheer insanity of its, how do I describe it? Perpetual digging for mystery solving. You can dig straight through the earth. I'll have to look into it. I'm not familiar with Kodaka or their work. Okay. Might as well leave. Go talk to Toko, get the same reaction. She's in the bio lab. I decided to visit the bio lab one more time. And the first thing I saw when I got there... Oh, it was Mr. Danganronpa. Gotcha. Was her passed out. Again. Huh? Toko. Anything else suspicious? Aha! I'm like, if Toko's passed out, that means that she saw blood. Toko, are you okay? No. No. She's not dead, is she? Hi, Jill. Ugh. Oh, it's cold. It's super cold. It's so cold, I think I might catch cold. You just kick the body at this point, damn. Yeah, just give it a little nudge, you know? If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will. What? I was asleep? Oh, I must have fainted again. I bet you were just standing there, staring at me, getting all excited. Weren't you? No, Jill, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. Oh, then what? Hot and bothered? Straight up horny. Okay, so why did you pass out? Ah, last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What'd you do to Miss Morose? Oh, that's right, your memory starts and stops each time you switch. Bingo bazinga! We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory. No, it's more like half. But all I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now or I slit your throat. I don't know. I'm sure Byakuya's around here somewhere doing his own investigating. I mean, we do know. Byakuya is in the archive. Go nuts. I mean, that's fair, but still. Miss Serial Killer, please don't say Bazinga. Yeah. By himself? I assume so. I feel like this is the most disturbing of the illustrations for her. You know, because the other ones are all wild and crazy, and this is just, like, long tongue. I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now. Bye, Jill. Toko shut off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. Yeah, long tongue. If you guys haven't seen the Long Man series of commercials for a type of Japanese gummy, it is 1000% worth watching. They're so good. The gummies are actually pretty good too. The one where she's holding herself, though, that one's fine. I mean, the wackier they are, the more okay I am with it. Well, there's no point in asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's got to be some reason for it. Yeah, like, it's interesting that this is on a blue light and not a red light. Yeah, body time. That definitely looks slightly broken. That's not a good angle for that to be at. Oh my god, the long man memes were so fun. They were so good. Because we're missing a light? I don't think so. I mean, the blue light is on. Googling long tongue did not give me the ad. No, long man gummy Japanese commercial or something will probably do it. 9 lights, yeah. 10 body. True. Yes. I haven't seen these commercials, but just the sound of it reminds me of the ancient Burger King Eat Like a Snake commercial. I haven't seen that. But no, the long man ads, they have continuity. So it's fascinating to me that you have like a series of commercials that aired over I don't know how long, but they actually tell a cohesive story across them. The fridge. It's open. But I'm pretty sure they were all shut tight the last time I was here. That must be why she passed out. Is this Kyoko again? There we go. We found you. She faints so easily. Doesn't he end up crashing a wedding? He does, yeah. Kyoko. Yeah, the long man stuff is one of my bad mood watches, you know? You need a pickup and that will do it. It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay? I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize. But listen, about this room. Kyoko translation. God, she is such a punk. Oh yeah, it's a morgue. Yeah. I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and... well, there you have it. You knew she'd fainted? I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear. I imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there... It's a live-action commercial where a man sees another man get up from his seat, leaving his burger on the table. The man slithers along the floor as this sultry Eat Like a Snake song plays. He gets to the table, unhinges his jaw, and slowly engulfs the whole burger. Actually, I think I remember that now. I feel like it was like Skittles had a bunch of really unhinged commercials around the same time. It was kind of a trend to have like the most bizarre what the fuck kind of commercial you could think of. I don't know how anyone has the guts to work with corpses. I had a friend who went into funeral services in college. I wanted to get her a pin that said, "I see dead people," which she thought was hilarious, but she wouldn't have been allowed to wear. There's very strict rules about clothing in that program, obviously. Oh, god damn it. God damn it. I missed the joke there. Yeah. That's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why's everything got to be so difficult with her? Anyway, we should close it up. We don't want to leave it hanging open like that. I mean, I feel like investigating to see which body that is might be important. Yeah, good idea. Give me a hand with this. I also know someone who went to college to be a mortician. I thought about it for like a hot minute when I was trying to figure out what the fuck I should do with my life. But decided against it. Give me a hand with this. It was mainly that I just didn't want to have to deal with people being that sad all the time. I didn't want to have to deal with people's grief constantly. My coworker is an attorney who formerly worked in a funeral service. Interesting. I would look at every freezer to see who is or isn't in there. Same. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched. But suddenly, she stopped. What's wrong?
ね
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Hmm? How come? Is this to see if the alarm goes off? Because Mukuro's body is in here. What? Okay, we talked to Kyoko again before examining?
どうやら
No, it's the same. Oh, guess it would help if we do the action. Mukuro's corpse. Mukuro's body is inside the fridge? I mean, I don't know why you're surprised by this. Save before examining? Okay. Wrong button. There. Thank you guys for looking out for me.
なるほどね
Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. Mastermind? I mean, who else, Makoto? There isn't like a group of Oompa Loompas running around in this fucking school. Like, because they assumed that we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
それは
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. Yes, Kyoko, my darling, my love, please. No one else has been examining like shit at all. Like, no one else is worth their salt. Please look at the body. Find something. Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't get a chance to check on the body during the last investigation.
苗木くん
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do? The mastermind is a furry, confirmed. Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. At least she didn't tell us to get the fuck out of the room this time. Just wait over there. That's it. It's a fridge meant for storing dead bodies. I can't do it. I can't look inside. Okay, so what are we supposed to do if we're supposed to, like, wait over there? Do we just talk to Kyoko again? Have to go to a meeting? Thanks for the stream. Have a good meeting, Pumblum. Thanks for coming and hanging out. I should ask Kyoko about that group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to ask you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier? You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Hmm? Why not?
だって
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us or to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own, without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here, looking at her. I'm just a man, standing here, looking at her. I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. Oh, okay. So what the fuck am I supposed to do? God damn it. You said stand over there. Am I just supposed to back out of the room? Okay. I am very confused by the go stand over there. We'll talk to these things. Okay, nothing else is doing anything. Actually, maybe that was new. But basically, the tarp from here got to the shed. Oh, it was new. Yeah. Interesting. Do I back out? I can't leave with things the way... Okay, there's still something to do in this room. Okay, so talk to everything again? Ah, this again. God damn it. Skip, skip, skip.
だ
Okay, maybe I need to... We'll try this again, and then we'll talk to the freezer. Okay, it's got to be the freezer. If it's not the freezer, then it's the camera and the screen, which would be the weirdest thing. On the left side of the refrigerator, a bunch of blue lights are on. And on the right side, these ones aren't. There we go. It would seem that the blue light comes on when a slot is occupied. So when somebody's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around the number of lights that are on, including Mukuro's, there's 9 in all. 9. 9 lights? Okay, Makoto. I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast. Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So did you find anything? I paid careful attention to the wounds and traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Back of the head, I'm surprised about. But I guess since that was Monokuma trying to frame Kyoko with the arrows, I guess it does make sense. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means that neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The only other option is those other wounds, but the file only said that they were old. Where does it say that they're old? Huh? All that the Monokuma file says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference. I mean, to me, I'm guessing that they were inflicted several days ago. The body went into a freezer and then came out. So while they were inflicted several days ago, they were technically fresh. Well, the difference is immense considering the impression they give. Yeah, saying that it's like an old wound, it does give the impression that it maybe has started to heal. But if she was dead and put in the freezer, then they would still be very fresh wounds. Yeah, you seem to be equating several days old with simply old. But that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? Yes, I mean, who wears fake nails that red? I would say only Junko. Yeah. I mean, you would be surprised at the nail community is large and has a variety of people in it. I definitely know people who are super nerdy, super mousy, like that sort of thing, and they have the most amazing fancy lady talons. Like, they have long stiletto nails that are like the funkiest kind of finishes. So, you know, it's hard to say. Are you saying they are? But we got all the Monokuma file. We got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way that they could have had anything to do with it. But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What? Certainly you can allow it as one of many possibilities, can't you? One of many? A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict... I mean, it depends on what game you're playing. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can. They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. Thanks, Kyoko. I think I've been doing fine, okay? But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future. And Kyoko's account has been added to the truth bullet section.
ね
So if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier when I was looking at Mokudo's profile, it listed her height and weight.
それは
7'5" or 7'5" She's a giant. 97 pounds at 7'5". That's, you know, that's scary. This is Slender Man kind of thing. I mean, sure, you've been corn-fed most of the information, but that means nothing. You shush, you shush. Please look at the report card. Sure. I can bench press her, yeah. So 5'7", 97 pounds, 31, 22, 32. Did I get all of that right? Actually, can I look at it right now? No, not truth bullets. We want the report card. Do we have a Mukuro report card? We don't. Yeah, there's no report card for Mukuro. It's a giant Halloween skeleton, not a person. Yeah. There might be something in the truth bullets for her profile. 5'7", 31, 22, 32. I think that matches up with what it was saying. Yeah, we have the measurements. You remembered all of that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. So then...
ね
And don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
そうよ
Our victim in this case is, without a doubt, Mukuro Ikusaba. A body might have been used twice because of the 9 lights, 10 bodies theory. Yeah.
それで
Was that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
じゃあ
Then it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh, wait, are we not gonna put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like this?
なぜ
Sad. Did you forget? She was our enemy once, but she's also our classmate and a person and, you know, deserves human dignity. A part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
ね
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still. You really are naive, you know that? And not as far as Kyoko is concerned. Like, I've also heard, like, eye for an eye, but I've also heard the other part of it, like, you know, just leaving everyone blind eventually, you know? It's really quite appalling. She could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
じゃあ
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now, we will save again. Hey, Kyoko. I have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
何
Go ahead then. Out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here? I mean, we've been here for like, what, 3 weeks-ish? I feel like 3 weeks. And, like, that was a skeleton. That was not a body. So unless they're, like, boiling the bones or they have a tank of, like, carrion beetles or something, if she had managed to talk to her dad since she had been here, and the bones are that clean, I would be very surprised. Yeah, she saw him in a box.
Eh?
What?
それは
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms? I do, yes. But to get into any of the lockers, you'd need a handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Kyoko, you were with us when we got the, like, the skeleton key for that. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook.
なるほどね。
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
それで
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook. And the pocketbook is such a weird phrase for this. Like, maybe it's different in other countries, but, like, a pocketbook to me is like a purse or a wallet. You know, like more like a wallet type thing. It's not a notebook. Sometimes Kyoko is surprisingly slow, yeah. And after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook. Her dad's the man in the box, yeah.
なんで
What makes you say that?
だって
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only just got access to that area recently. What I'm saying is there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? I mean, everything you said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
もしかして
Could that mean that video is real too? Thank you, Saribot. A video?
苗木くん
Makoto, I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although, I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. But what are you talking about?
私は
I need to go investigate those lockers. Right now. I need to confirm what you saw, or what you just said with my own two eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can...
それは
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker.
苗木くん
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. Oh, look, Sass! Look what you did! Look what you did to Saribot! Oh, I didn't actually know that that was a thing! Oh, Saribot. Actually, that's a fair point. Yeah, I mean, like, she should be able to get into the locker. A DVD. And it says Class 78 Urgent Interviews?
それは
I found it in that hidden room after you left. That's a timeout for sure.
とにかく
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. A friend found out you could do that. Totally not me. 100% not me, I promise. Oh, okay, I found it. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. None of this makes sense right now. But I guess that means that there's some important clue on this DVD. Okay.
苗木くん
Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Anytime, Kyoko. You vent to your heart's content. Ramble.
つまり
So as it turns out, the arrangements I'd made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask. For the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind.
だけど
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness.
私は
I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. This is really dark, not gonna lie. Yeah, it is very sad, you know, to not get that closure. Kyoko's eyes burned with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and then suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father found happiness. Still a little rough there.
なぜ
So why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow. So that's it for my rambling. There's still much to do before I can consider my task complete. It's because you do care about your father, Kyoko. Like, in a situation like this, even no matter how mad you are about like being abandoned, like that sort of thing, there is the grief of the lack of possibilities now. That you don't get the closure, that nothing, it's over and it's finished at this point. Yeah, that's not even a ramble, it's a paragraph. Like, Kyoko, let me teach you what a ramble is, okay? You need to learn about going on a tangent. Yeah, you're right.
ね
But keep this in mind. There is only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering, whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
苗木くん
Even if the truth you uncovered is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
じゃあ
Anyway, I need to be going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I'd better get going myself. I got that DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room to check it out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth, but no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. I mean, maybe wait until you see the contents of that DVD before you make those declarations. Even if it's the worst truth in the world, I can't afford to lose. We gonna do that today? I mean, it's hard to know how long the DVD is gonna take, right? That could just be a couple of minutes. So we're gonna save. And then we're gonna go and start doing the DVD and see if maybe it's short. Rock, Shock, and Boogie, yeah. Wrong one. It should be here. AV room. Yeah, it's right there. Like, instead of going to the AV room, let's spend our Monokuma coins in the store. This should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well, then I'd better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on the screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have only been a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And then, all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka? It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was. That's a voice that we haven't heard before. I'm assuming that maybe... Is that supposed to be the headmaster? Okay then, are you ready to begin? The voice I heard was of the man positioned on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man. Wow, Sayaka's first screen time in like 15 streams. Admittedly, I think there was a flashback to her corpse earlier in this stream. I don't even remember this girl. Yeah, she was like the first person to die. I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation. It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter. So, this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys, it's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much.
早速本題に入らせてもらうよ。
Now then, let me get straight to the point.
君はこれからの一生をこの学園の中だけで過ごすことになるかもしれない。
There's a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school.
それを了承してくれるか？
Can you accept that?
了承すれも何も。
You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in this school?
わかりました。
I accept. What?
そうか。すまんな。
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all of this.
それなら私も全力で君を保護することを約束しよう。
Well, I can promise you that I'll do everything in my power to keep you safe.
希望が峰学園学園長の名にかけてだ。
As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word. Yeah, I feel like maybe rather than the simulation, it's starting to feel like, okay, we were already students or they were already students at the school, and this ultimate despair group decided to maybe attack the school to cause despair, to show that hope is nothing. So it became this lockdown almost to protect the youth of the future. And then maybe it was infiltrated and something went horribly wrong. It sounds like we're pretty much brainwashed or something. It could be. As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. There's a lot I hadn't understood up until now. But this... only this. I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad. She tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes started back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. Okuro? Me? Interesting. Huh? What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
凪君、面談を始める前に言っておくが、この面談の様子は録画させてもらうよ。
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation. Yes. Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But the I in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of ever meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like this.
では、早速本題に入ろうか。
Now, shall we get straight to the point?
凪君、君はこれからの一生をこの
Makoto,
学園内だけで過ごすことになるかもしれない。
Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the
それを
school.
了承してくれるか？
Can you accept that? Yes. This can't be real. I said yes?
すまんな。こんな思いをさせて。
I'm sorry for putting you all through this.
仕方ないですから。
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
だが、君がこの学園にいる限りは、私が全力で守ってみせる。
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect
希
you.
望が峰学園の学園長として、それだけは約束しよう。
As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, it's the very least I can do for you. Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Yeah, okay. I was hoping that it would come out from the video and I was going to save there. I wanted to finish the video before we went on. But we will pick up with everyone's favorite Byakuya. And it's like, Byakuya, you can pause, okay? You can hold until Friday. We will find out what you have to say on Friday.